Okay, y'all, so I just finished washing my hair, and I'm about to do the hot oil treatment. And as you can see, I just wanted to show y'all, I used I didn't bring it with me, but the Cream of Nature detangling shampoo. I think it says ultra moisturizing, and this is all the hair that I've lost so far, which is good. So as you can see, again, my hair is going this way because I wash it in the sink, in the kitchen sink, and I'm just gonna comb it out. It's really soft and detangled already, and the reason it's detangled is because I detangle my hair while the water is running. I get the comb and comb through my hair while the water is running on my hair. And I'm going to do a video to show how I wash my hair. So as you can see, it's really easy to comb through. The back is always kind of tough, well, the hardest to comb out because it was laying that way. So when you flip it back, it's like it's somewhat tangled. So be very gentle. If you wash your hair under the sink, be gentle with the back because it will break. See, I got a little breakage there, but that's okay. And I took some notes on some stuff I wanted to tell y'all about as far as why I do a hot oil treatment, when and how and why. I haven't washed my hair in a week, so normally I try to wash my hair. I try to wash my hair every 2 to 3 days, and I'll talk about that more when I do the video on how I wash my hair. But I just wanted to throw that in there. Okay. So, my hair has calmed down and it's going to part it. So you can see it's still kind of dripping wet. I like to keep it somewhat dripping, well, wet, to prevent breakage. You know, when you towel dry it and then try to comb it out, it'll break off. So I did have some breakage, and that's my fault. Kind of rough combing it today. Okay, but that's fine. So let me show y'all the oil. What I've done is already put the oil in some hot water. I filled this cup up with some water, put it in the microwave and let it heat up, and then I got my oil and put it in here. So while I was washing my hair and doing all that stuff, I just put the oil in there to let it warm up. So now that I'm about to put the oil on my hair, I'm going to go ahead and put I'm going to deep condition today also. I'm going to go ahead and put my conditioner in the hot water just to kind of let it warm up and loosen up, so when I apply it on my hair, it'll penetrate faster. And I'm going to do a video on how I deep condition. Okay. So let me tell y'all exactly what in what oils I use to do the hot oil treatment. I wrote it down, so I am looking down at notes. The first question I put on here, what's in it? I have soybean oil, coconut oil, almond oil, jojoba oil, and rosemary oil. So that's what's in this oil here. And the reason I chose those oils is because they're known to penetrate the hair and help with strengthening the hair. So that's the reason why I use those oils. Now let me tell you about the soybean oil. It was really hard for me to find soybean oil, so I so happened to run into it at Sam's. But the thing is, I had to buy like 5 gallons. Is huge, and I'll put a picture of it. But I did find it in Sam's, huge 5 gallon. So I guess if you want to use the soybean oil, you can go there. It costs about maybe $18 for the, I think it's like 5 gallons, as I mentioned. The next question I have on here that I want to answer is, why do I do it? My response is to help lock in moisture. And when I say lock in moisture, when you clarify your hair or wash your hair with a sulfate shampoo, it's going to strip your hair of any oil or anything, any product. So when you wash your hair with warm water, it's going to raise your cuticles. The cuticles, they're like, they say like shingles, like on your house shingles. So in order to get to the center of the strand of hair, which is the cortex, your cuticles are going to raise. So I'm going to put the oil on my hair to penetrate through my cuticles to the cortex, so the oil can lay on top. Just say the cortex is wet, is moisturized. So the oil will lay on top to lock in that moisture. Oil and water don't mix, so if you got water and you put oil, the oil will just sit there until it dry up. So that's the reason I do the hot oil treatment, just to help lock in moisture. The next one is, when do I do it? As I mentioned, after clarifying my hair, I do the hot oil treatment because it strips my hair of the natural oil. So I'm trying to put it back, some oil back into my hair to help lock in moisture. And also I have once a week. Now you may be saying, once a week, that's a lot. But it's your choice. If you choose to do it once a month, once every 2 months, whatever, that's your choice. But I'm saying once a week because I wash my hair like, every 2 to 3 days. So that's about 3 times a week. So, and I always use a sulfate shampoo at least, I'll say once or twice a week, because I really want my hair to be clean. The non-sulfate shampoos, they do wash your hair, but it's like a gentle wash. They don't remove all of the product and stuff. So I like my hair to be clean, so the moisture can penetrate, the water can penetrate and get to my get to the cortex. So I want to rid of all the product buildup as much as possible. So I wash my hair maybe so that's about 3 times a week. The next, what else do I have on here? Oh, the next reason is when you notice excessive breaking. Okay, let me explain. Can't talk. Let me explain about breakage. The reason your hair breaks is because it's dry. As I mentioned, you have your cuticles and then you have your cortex. The cuticles raise and the water gets to the cortex. That's how you keep your hair moisturized. So when the cortex is dry, when there's no moisture there, it's easy to break your hair. In order to retain your length, you have to make sure that cortex is moisturized. If it's not, it's gonna break off. So that's one reason why I put the oil, as I mentioned, to retain moisture. I want the cortex to retain moisture as long as possible. The next question I have on here is why wash with a non-sulfate shampoo afterwards? Okay, I didn't mention that, but I do wash with a non-sulfate shampoo after I do the hot oil treatment. Why? Because as I mentioned, the non-sulfate shampoos, they don't strip your hair of all the oil, and when you do the hot oil treatment, your hair is going to be pretty much weighed down with oil. So I want to remove some of the oil from the top of my hair, not so much as within. So I'm going to use a sulfate shampoo, a non-sulfate, sulfate free, that's what they call it, sulfate free shampoo, just to remove the oil that's on the outside of my hair. And this is what I use. I do have other sulfate free shampoos, and I'll talk about that on another video, but I'm going to use this Cream of Nature sulfate free shampoo because I'm going to deep condition with the Cream of Nature intensive conditioning treatment. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it as far as the notes that I've taken. Well, just additional information that I want to share with y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and then just show y'all how I do the hot oil treatment. And I didn't bring any clips, which I should have, but I'm just going to show you really quick. So you see my hair is all combed out. So I do small sections, and you can get your finger to part your hair because the parts don't necessarily have to be straight. You're just concerned about getting the oil on your hair. So you just I part, and just pour the oil on there. Most people say, hey, focus on your end, but if you have relaxed hair, you want to focus on all of your hair, not so much as your scalp. I try to prevent touching my scalp. Once it's clean, it's clean. If you go to put, a product on your scalp, when you dry and style your hair, eventually you're going to have itchy scalp. So, but you want to make sure the oil is on all of your hair. Because this hair, they say try not, you don't have to focus on the hair close to the root, but this hair is also relaxed. Therefore, I say it's damaged. So we're trying to maintain damaged hair. So you want to, and your cuticles are also raised. When you relax your hair, and I'll talk about that on another video, the cuticles are raised. So you want to also treat this hair up here also because it's newly relaxed, therefore it's now damaged. So we have to take care of this hair also. So I'm just putting it up here as close as possible and pulling it down to my ends. And then I'm going to do another section, pour this on. And I've seen, some videos or know that people just pour it all over the hair. And, me, I like to know that the products that I'm using, they're touching all of my hair, each strand of my hair. So I'm just pulling it down. And if you choose to use these oils, the smell kind of smells, it smells good, but at the same time it smells somewhat medicated. And I think that's just the rosemary. So as you can see, the oil is really not, it's not thick at all. As you can see, I'll get closer, hope you can see. And it's just going softly, smoothly on my hair. Just put it there, and then I'll do this section. And I'm using my fingers to prevent combing my hair so much while it's wet. You can see I'm squirting oil everywhere, and it's running. So I'm just going to get it and pull it down. I squirted that in my face. So as you notice, it's squirting out. So that tells you that it's really not thick, which is good. Because we want the oil to be thin and penetrate through the hair.